Hi, this is Osman. I'm a Master Level Energy Healer with telepathic capabilities, specializing in critical care recovery and terminal illnesses. I'm also an advanced level yoga and meditation teacher. Be sure to visit my website, yogawellness786.com, for more information on my services. Also remember that all my therapies are natural based and not a replacement for medical treatment. If you have a medical condition, be sure to consult with a licensed medical practitioner in your locality. I wanted to discuss an important posture which I never paid much attention to, in most of my life in practicing it, because I never understood fully the practical and actual benefit of it until much later in my life, when it helped me with a warning, all right? And that is the variation of the shoulder stand, Sarvangasana, right? Where you are in shoulder stand, and then you bend your right knee and bring your right knee to your forehead and rest the heel on the left knee, so the left leg is straight and your right leg is on the knee, and you bring the knee down, your right heel or your right foot is flat on your left knee, and you bring that right knee down to your forehead. So you're squeezing your right side. So you're squeezing the right side of your abdomen where your liver is situated. And then you alternate and do the opposite and squeezing the left side where your pancreas is. So what actually happened was, I was in my, I would say close to around the mid-50s. I'm still around the mid-50s. So it happened about a year ago. And I was having all these supplements and multivitamins and omega-3s and nitric oxide supplements and meal replacement, where it contains, all the nutrients, so that I'm getting, because theoretically and according to science, it's impossible for us to get all our nutrients, in our diet. It's important to have supplements, right? So I was having so many supplements, right? So I'm not talking against the supplement industry. I was just at that time going crazy with having too many supplements, and maybe I had other conditions and so forth that's going into it, because the aim for this video is not to talk anything negative about supplements, but something that I noticed in my liver, because when I practiced that posture with my right knee bent towards the forehead from the shoulder stand, because I stand in shoulder stand for about 5 minutes, and then because I didn't really, know what the true benefit of this posture was, I usually spend about a minute on each side, with the right knee a minute on my forehead and the left knee, a minute on my forehead. But this time I felt like whenever I bent my right knee, and brought it to the forehead, and when I held that posture, a severe pain in my back, in the center region. I thought there was a problem with my heart, right? Experiencing this pain, then I realized it's actually the pain in the liver. It took me several days to understand there's a pain, and I'm wondering why my liver is paining. There must be something, some toxins. Then a friend of mine said, no, you have so many supplements. Must be this is toxic to you, because you're having it on toxic levels. You don't do things in a mediocre proportion. You always do things to the extreme, and just cut down the supplements. So I started cutting it down, and the pain disappeared when I went into that posture. So it helped alert me beforehand that I'm having too much of too much of supplements on a toxic level. I need to reduce it. And when I reduced the supplements, the pain disappeared, right? So it is also like a warning sign, in addition to, massaging or compressing that region to allow more blood flow to revitalize it, so to speak, and reconditioning it, and helps it perform better, because there's very few exercises that focuses on the internal organs, and yoga sciences is designed for that. And then after that, I stopped spending a minute, on these two postures, the right knee and the left knee, for the pancreas and the liver, and of course the spleen as well is there, and the stomach also is there, right? Which has digestive juices and so forth. You recondition and revitalize and your intestines and so forth. So I now spend 5 minutes and 5 minutes, equal time as what I spend in all other postures, because I no longer consider them as insignificant. I just thought they were just there to, because we learned it in yoga, and it's going to, have some positive effect on the liver and pancreas. Just did it for the sake of doing it, right? And not understanding its massive benefits. So after realizing it, and I understand that not many people in yoga practice know about it, because it is like a variation, and only because I'm practicing, yoga for so long, I learned so many postures and so many variations, and this, because I'm already in shoulder stand, I said I got nothing to lose, and it feels nice to be in that posture as well. It's quite easy to do it, after you become, proficient in shoulder stand, of course. And but the massive benefit, it helped warn me, so I didn't go to toxic levels, and help save probably something serious, in the long term. If I continued on that level, for a long period of time, it would have been detrimental to my health, right? If the serious toxic levels where the liver is actually paining, right? So I hope that information helps you, and take care of yourself.